It's love. It's rewind. It's love. I know a lot more now.
Alright, so you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start this. This the second episode. We here live. You know what I mean? We got my brothers in here. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, but you already know me, Jemike.
Look, my name Dwayne. Everybody call me Young Wayne, Wayno, or Drano, whatever you want to call me.
For three.
What Drano stand for?
Wayno Jr. 3, Drano, hit the 3.
Definitely AC. AC Reed, the designer. Just that new AC Reed on the handle. Episode 2. Thanks to Jemike for having me back.
Hey, we about to get the conversation going. So for this episode, the topic gonna be how do you relate to your favorite music artist? And so I thought it was a good idea to bring a local artist in, Law, Rewindlaw. Hey, go follow that. All social medias. The boy got flow. I think of him like a baby Cole. You know what I mean? Because of his flow. If you listen to his music, you gonna see what I'm saying. But look, we got him in the
Forget Baby Cole.
Appreciate
This Law. This is Law.
Kanye style.
Conscious raps.
Bars. That was Cole nice, but we got Rewind Law. But nah, I thought it was a good idea to bring him on here. Pick his brain, see what he got to think about, different perspectives with that topic. And then you already know who part of the crew, AC and Wayne, you know what I'm saying, they're going to have some stuff to elaborate on. So just starting with Wayno, you know what I'm saying, just kind of go into there. How do you relate to your favorite music artist? And that ain't a particular, I don't want them to mistaken it for like an all-time artist. Who hot right now that you kind of got that on repeat a little bit in your part? You know what I'm saying?
I got that on repeat. I'm saying Young Boy right now just because he like I don't relate to him. NBA Young Boy. I don't relate to him at all because he a hood, gang banging, whatever he want to call himself. But he does have lyrics in his genres that like he talks about relationships, females. I could kind of relate to that side of the music. But other than that, I can't relate to what he be talking about.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't get into Young Boy to save my life.
I know you can't.
But
a lot of people can't.
He buzzing though. He is buzzing though. Like one of my homies, I go back and forth with him all the time. He like, bro, on YouTube, he got the most views. He leading in views right now. Like he running
on
time.
He turned though, but we ain't.
He running that.
What is it though?
Because like I know what it is, bro. Because I wasn't with it at first. I mean, I ain't say I wasn't with it, but I didn't understand the hype at first. Because kids right now, the young generation, that's Tupac to them. If you ask them,
but that's what
I'm saying. And then I start thinking more a little deeper. It's like that's what it's going towards for them. Like the lifestyle he portraying is what all these youngins that don't have their heads on straight think they young boys now. Like,
so is that bad or good? Not bad or good. Why are they what they taking away from it then? Like they think that living that lifestyle is gonna get them the incentives?
But it's like the same. We had Boosie, Webby, and people like that was still
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef was ours in high school. Chief Keef came through and changed the whole people.
The hairstyle, it was dreads everywhere.
But this is what it is for me though. Like I can say our era went through the same thing that they going through. Like I seen.
What's our
I'm
era?
pretty sure y'all. I mean,
from what? Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I just recently seen that we not millennials. We are generation Z.
We are not millennials.
We barely missed it. I thought we was.
We ain't millennials.
We the same group that we talk. Kids that's listening to Young Boy. We in the group with them. But I still think our era is different from
I think
theirs,
he having the same impact that Chief had when we was in high school.
Yeah.
When everybody wanted the True Legend jacket
and he more longevity along the line. He got some time under his belt.
Yeah, he do.
But Young Boy is making people feel that when his songs.
He got passion. That's another thing.
It's the pain.
I like his passion.
Because I was not a lonely child. But on that song, I felt like I was all by myself when I was a little kid. That was like that song make you feel that.
That was my next question. Like, is it the lifestyle? Is it the lyrics? Is it his character? Like, what is it that's sparking that attraction? Because I ain't never Man, one time, I ain't gonna say what he had me say in the car though, but when I was listening to him one time, just because I knew the lyrics, he said, you know, something crazy. I was in the car, like, but I don't even be on that though. But I'm like, bruh, what?
But like, people like bad though. Like, it's like people like bad. Like, people want to see bad for some reason.
That's
like,
what I mean. That's what's selling. Like,
violence always been selling in America though. Not trying to go that far into the conversation, but violence has been portrayed since youngins, yo.
But it's believable with him. Like, it ain't like 6ix9ine when he came out. Some people was running with it. They like, but young boy, you believe that he did all that. That's in his songs. Like, you get credit for that from.
So I guess the trend is because it looked real.
Yeah, like that's real. To like the kids that's running around here that want to be that. It's so he making that so real that they think that's them too.
Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it in the younger generation, younger than us. Like they taking the full identity.
I'm not gonna lie though, I seen it in our generation too. With the drill music.
Chief did it too.
I seen people transform, bro. Like I know y'all probably seen it too. I seen people go from like
normal hoopers.
Like, bro, I grew up with you, bro. You're not like that. To doing something that he, you know what I'm saying?
So what?
Just to prove he tough type, like. But it was like
when you say not like that though. What is not? I'm keeping it on the tip of the music artist, but I'm saying this pride that we carry around. You know what I mean? Like, do you got to validate it? Like, I feel like another thing that goes along with all NBA making it believable is another thing is like if I take this identity too, it's a shield for me. It's something that's gonna make me feel like I'm.
Because it looked good. It looked good on YouTube. He, like you said, he did number one on YouTube. The kids, I didn't get on young boy. He in the Maserati. He got some bad ones.
Right.
Like it looks great. Like to them. Like
and you can't hate
no, you can't hate
I'm not even gonna lie. I'll be in the car.
Like,
in the car, listen to him. Like I gotta change the song. I can't just keep listening to him. Like, I like listening to Nip. I like listening to rappers like that. I do. I got a variety of music from 70s to now.
And that's what we lean into now. We're gonna start with AC. If you could just think
still going through favorite rappers, right?
If you get
like as of right now.
Yeah, as of right now
if
today.
You can tell us.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The young dudes, it ain't really, like the new music. Like everybody that's really putting out music consistently now is like the younger crowd. Like,
man, you been sending me artists, bro.
I know, I have. I've been rocking with you, right? Call my bluff. Nah, I've been rocking with Rod Wave.
Let me see.
I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna pull my phone.
I had to, man. I had to, man.
Like, I'll say
I'm gonna tell y'all exactly who I've been listening to. For real, I'm lying.
I've been rocking with Rod Wave because it's that pain rap. Like, I don't know if, like, I may not relate to every story, but if you done ever went through something, like, you want to hear that pain in the music, you know what I'm saying? So, like, Rod Wave, they just said he's 19 years old, bro.
He's 19.
The type of stuff he been talking about on his music, bro. That man is 19, bro.
Yeah.
And then Lil TJ just dropped a project.
It's like a new little genre that they done created with that, like, singing. It's like it's like emo rap.
But who started it?
Yeah, it's damn near emo rap.
Who did? Bro, I mean, A Boogie was on that.
A Boogie a part of that.
A Boogie was the first.
Young boy a part of that.
Yeah.
Derez Deshawn.
You know, so Future then started.
Future a part, but I ain't gonna say he started because Future
he was more so
Future and everything.
Because he'll sing about taking your shorty, all of that, and then he'll rap about.
I felt like Future
all over the place.
Yeah, but I feel like Future didn't base his career strictly off. I feel like NBA took it like, I don't know. It's like his timing was different because he came at it hard and out of nowhere and busting. He had you in the car really hitting vocals. Like, you listen to a hood, you know what I'm saying? And you have to like, niggas looking over, people looking at you and they're like,
I can't relate.
I don't know
then
how to really explain this, but like you listen to a Young Boy song and then you listen to a 50 Cent song. Like both of them own that. Like you know what I'm saying, or you think they own that, whatever the case is. But that's two different sounds, and it's like, all right, I can listen to a 50 Cent song and be turned off.
Yeah, like the newer kids, it's like it's more emotional. Like it's emotional. Like they be in their feelings.
They
like
posting heartbreak.
It's super emotional.
Everybody, this the main topics right now is the lonely stuff, fighting demons, and I'm not saying like everybody going through something, but it's like.
But you know what it is though? It's social media. Like they definitely are way more in tune with their emotions than we were. Like
why they want us to take advantage of drugs like that? I'm cool. Don't get me wrong, bro.
Yeah, all the popping pills and stuff. That's wild.
Yeah, that's not.
Like if you gonna push that
to each his own.
Yeah.
But I'm not with that.
Yeah.
Definitely not throwing no slander.
I respect.
But I'm saying though, why? What's the word I'm looking for? Why like enforce it though, like crazy though? But I'm talking about it's people out here. The folks we talking about, like we know people who do what they do. We all human. But I'm saying some people balanced enough. Some people got a whole nother understanding of life. We talking about people who probably like cool. Bro, it's kids 15, 14. It's that's really locked in on the lifestyle of this person. I'm like, bro, you ain't even with me.
Maybe on Facebook, I need who got the perks.
Like,
Stuff like that.
It's because I've been hearing like they call it like junk, like
it's on some of that.
Like the rappers before was talking about selling, and now the rappers now is talking about doing. Like you feel me? But we had Wayne who was Wayne. You can kind of look at people from our rap like we was listening to. They was on the syrup heavy. It's the same thing in liquid form. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just evolved.
I was in tune with his metaphors.
Like Future came out and was doing the whole confession. Like I done quit lean. Like people
Lil Baby
said all of that.
He said I seen the interview. He was talking about it too. But I don't know.
Who your rapper you?
Right now, I'm listening to Thug, Future, Money Man. I've still been playing that Revenge of the Dreamers album, J. Cole and them.
That was hard.
I went through a whole little like
phase with it.
Yeah, like I've been my artistry has grown for real. Like and how I looked at music for real. Cause I was on that at first. And that mumble rap, yada 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 yada. But then I'm like, I looked at it like this, like everybody messing with it for a reason. Like and that's a skill in itself because they got everybody tuning in, they got people buying their stuff. I'm saying it's weak, but who am I? You feel me? I'm like, who am I to say it's weak when they on the road, they selling. So I took a step back and it go back to your first question when you said how do you relate. And that's what it is. Like getting the people to relate is a skill. And whether you mumble rapping, you singing, it's conscious rap, and it's a skill. It's a talent. Like
I learned how much psychology is in this stuff. Yeah. I was talking to a lady and she was like, no, like I'm talking about interior design. Like I'm like, interior design, like we got graphic design. Like she's like, no, like it's psychology and like that store don't just put a sale. It ain't them colors is there for a reason. Like them people in marketing is serious. They know how to put. And I'm like, she was like, you ain't never noticed how something might really just pull you over like for real. And I'm like,
that's a science to it.
Man, get out of here, Wayne. Like this is crazy.
The same thing. The labels do a great job. Like they got the big money. They can put 20 million behind you just to do advertising. Like people like Lizzo, the big girl.
Oh yeah.
She got 8 Grammy nominations right now, and no disrespect. She's a fat.
She did a commercial for Walmart,
and that was not normal for rapping. Like a big girl, big woman, and rapping about stuff that she does. Like that wasn't normal, but she got a big media team. She got a great label.
Seen it.
She has a great team behind her with bread that's pushing her. They made people like
She
like,
created a brand around herself.
Yeah,
and they
like
pushed it out.
and they push it.
That's crazy because I used to be like, bruh, nah, if I listen to somebody, I'm thinking that's top dude in the world. I'm thinking for the world. For some reason, I would think for the world. I thought my perspective was like majority of the world's thinking this way too. No, I found out when I looked up the fan base behind Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus, and Chris Brown.
Taylor Swift.
And I was like, I was just there and I'm like, how she, I forget who it was or something, probably
Selena Gomez.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? That's why and then you look at their crowds like, cause they doing something for that group, you know what I mean? Or like, I had look, what's on Netflix, the rapper, Logic was like one of the first episodes.
Oh yeah.
Rapture. And I looked at Logic and his life and what he went through, and then I seen his fan base, and I'm like, and then it feel like he's talking for them. Like, yeah, you a voice for all of us.
And that's what it is That's what it is.
Bro,
Young boy got the youngest, because these young, they going like our generation, like the parenting. All the parents is getting younger, low key. Like,
bro, aunt's going to school with cousins. Like,
yeah, like,
like it's gonna be normalized. Probably like, no, it's my auntie. Yeah, she in the 12. I'm in the 11.
Yeah, she in the 12.
Like that is really going on. Like it's hectic. Like people in the city, YoungBoy probably the number one artist. It ain't even nothing to talk about.
Nothing.
Because what's going on in the city? Shooting, drugs, raids, police, this, gang, that,
That's
gas station.
That's always in the Dayton's genre.
Yeah, like that's
Boosie, Webby, Chief.
And it's always like, bro, when you
everybody like all the way
I
on
always
down.
say Dayton
Like,
curse.
David Banner was like,
it
it's
might
so
be
much
different.
money that
It might
we really got though, for real. Like it's so much, and it could be somebody that's not even thinking about what they blowing that money on. I'm not talking about small purchases. I'm talking about real life in the hood. It could be a tradition that on Sundays the whole hood go on the barbecue, go in. You know they coming through dropping, but we can't why we can't construct something that's real, like make a real foundation for something. Everybody, you always say you can move, but it's a hood over there too,
right.
Or it's something over there too. Like, why can't we
write that down? We can. Let's do it.
Let's
start that.
We can, but it's still like why
block parties, all type of stuff.
Why I feel like we don't work together though. And that
no, that's what it is.
But the music, and I feel like the music though, I'll be saying
people
like
is in competition. Like even myself. Like when I first started, I reached out to people like, I'm trying to get in the studio. Like right after the basketball stuff, I'm trying to get in the studio. I already got the songs done. I'm gonna be in and out. How much or whatever. The studio down. People we know that rap. Studio down. Studio, I ain't got it. Yada yada. But they'll get on live in the studio. And that made me feel away right off the rip. Like,
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And it was like, it wasn't no problems with I never had no problems with nobody on nothing like that. But I looked at that like, and it was a handful of people that rap. And I'm like, that's cool. It's all right. I see what it is. And I got in competition a little bit. Like, I'm gonna be that man. And forget them. Me and Bob gonna get our own studio, yada yada. And I was looking at it. To me, that was my fuel at first, and it was leading down a bad path. Like, cause it wasn't coming from. I love.
It's out of
right. I was mad a little bit. Like, yeah. All right, now I'm gonna show their ass now. I'm gonna show their ass now. Like, should have let me in the studio. But tables turn and conversations have changed and all that. But it's like it started on for me, and now you still see it. Like everybody in competition, but it's natural. That's a part of it. Mm-hmm. Like when we when we all transferred over there, I know it was.
It was tough.
It was tough.
Bro, y'all had
it was tough,
bro.
But
I was going to but it was a competition, and you felt it. Like, in them practices, before practice, in school, you just feel that, like, these niggas trying to get me
Nah,
out of
it
here.
was like,
Yeah, like
it was
But
on
it
and
there.
it's the same
wasn't-
for rap. If you really love that, it's the same. It's the same thing in anything. Like,
Right.
it's
But
the same.
overall, it feel like it's like Wayne. You know what I'm saying? We
You
like
brought it up.
nah, not that. But like overall in the city, just overall when we talk about music artists, when we talk about athletics, whatever we talking about, you trying to pursue. I feel like it's real live envy to the fact that it feel like it's tangible, like you can really touch it. Like you
where
can come
the
in the
difference-
room like, bro.
that's where the difference come in. When it's not competition no more, people is hating.
I mean,
Like
dang.
you mad that he doing
Doing
good.
good.
Like that's where the difference comes in.
Or you mad that he younger and good, or
Yeah, like
or you lame, or it's like, why is it burning you up, bro? And for real, why not vouch or help me though? Cause and I liked our generation. I liked our generation because I seen like, oh, I'm gonna try to help you. This also help. It didn't feel like that coming up where we was at. It was like the older ones was like, man, they
who they think they
Yeah,
is,
like-
like that type of energy. Like
Every trip, though.
like we younger, bro. That's just immaturity. Help me, fam. Please.
that's what it is. Everybody want to be the one, and it's not even.
I think it's just because of. Sorry to cut you off,
No, you
though,
good.
but I think it's just Dayton is a depressed city. You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying? Like,
It really
if you
is.
look at, we got people who done made it. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have a lot of people that done made it. You look at like Atlanta, Chicago, places where it's like plenty of people make it. Then you start seeing people come back and give back.
Yeah.
When people start seeing this opportunity, then they start helping each other out. The lack of opportunity out of the city is the reason that people is like, nah, let me get mine.
First,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not helping Law get in the
Yeah.
studio. I ain't heard
And
Law
that-
rap yet. I don't even know if he's sweet, but I'm not letting him get in the studio because I'm trying to get in the studio.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly
It's
what
like,
it is.
it's less opportunity. Like, people have access to 2 Chainz and the Migos. Like, he grew up on some street. I was right down the block. Like, they got these connections. Like,
Thug put
we
on
don't.
Baby, Gun,
Mhm.
all them like Gucci put on Thug.
definitely.
And
And then it
everybody,
becomes
like,
it's the
a
same
collaborative
thing in
effort.
athletics.
Yeah, same thing in athletics.
But that's
It take a like, bro, help, like, and the little people the little success that we do got is like, you taking. I mean, not. It's like I try to look at things from both perspectives, and I always kind of took my hand and try to put it in that perspective of like, it's okay. Say I do make it out of day, and I just give me some little time in the league. You know, obviously I got some type of bag.
right.
Yeah.
I got some type of clout.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some type of experience. But then now I'm looking at a city. Now we just all said, you know, we kind of know the perspective of the city. Now you in them shoes. Now what you doing though?
And that's what people take that perspective of. Oh, they didn't help me. Then when they make it, they say, "Should nobody help me?"
That's what I'm saying.
Shout
I'm gonna break that chain. I know-
out to Chris Wright, man. What he doing with the?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely shout out to
yeah.
Chris.
Chris and Chris Pearson, they both.
Yeah,
Chris
but
Wright.
it's a few more people that I don't know exactly who behind the scenes with that, but they definitely doing their thing with that gym and that whole facility.
That's gonna be big.
I think that's a starter piece. Like we on the direction. Dayton is getting a lot of funding downtown.
They getting a lot of people in positions who relate to the city though.
Yeah.
I've been seeing because when I was coming up, you would notice teacher. Then you're not from here. You driving 45 minutes, or you know, coaches, or you got, you know what I'm saying, or you know, coaches who not. It becomes a relational thing. Like, oh, he got on, get my nephew on. So it wasn't real life, heart, blood, sweat, and tears into the program. So you had a lot of just stuff that wasn't moving right. But I noticed that though, and when you put people in positions that relate to you, and they got that experience and knowledge for you, you instantly want to listen. Like that discipline come in. Like you see a brother like yes sir. Like you know what I'm saying. That's just anybody to me. You see somebody that you kind of.
Definitely. We didn't get your favorite rapper though. All the viewers can relate to Dayton, so we gotta get back on the topic.
You know me. I'ma just keep it 100.
Or at least who you listening to now.
Right now, who I'm listening to a lot is like. I don't get into the like. I play Cole, bro. I play Cole. Any old album.
I believe it because you
I'm
been
still
saying
on
his
Cole.
name a lot. Yeah.
Like, I'm just listening to Cole, bro. I'm sorry, I listen to Cole, but I listen to NBA for sure. I got him. I play him, and it's only because I feel like I'm not relating to you physically what you doing in your music. I could care less. but I do think we all humans, and so I take away from what you're talking about and your emotions, and I don't take everything, like, but I put it in perspective and I relate. Like, if he might be extreme, I did this to that, but I'll be like, I ain't doing that, but I done been mad like that before.
Like,
or
whatever happened in my life, but you saying in your, I'm gonna take that, but I ain't taking that game, baby.
And then it'd be 100. Like, I come from, like, I had a little temper, I react quick, you know what I'm saying? I come from, but then he'll say something like how he said he still got feelings like a little boy. It's like, bruh, I actually done been there before, like, bro, I want to be tough and show him, like, but get up, but I'll be really, might go home, like, bro, I really want to be cool with everybody, though. I don't even, but I don't want nobody to think he's, like, bro, why it gotta be like, why is it so hard like this? So when he do be saying, I'm like, but hey, I went through that, and he younger than me, like, every time when somebody's younger and you see some potential of something that you ain't even did, it's like, he's the one.
I feel like we gotta get, at this point, we gotta give advice on how to listen to music. And you said it. You gotta listen to these lyrics and realize that is not your life. And they might not even be doing what they're talking about.
Stop, pause.
Let it marinate.
Definitely. Like Jemike said,
I seen people walking like NBA, talking like NBA. I said, bruh, I can't get bow-legged like him too.
Stand the pictures like Herbo, like
bro,
close together.
Bro, it'd be crazy. Like,
shout out Herb. I've been on.
Hey, I'm definitely. Hey, I just listen to the street. Man now and Malcolm. Hey. And it's crazy because listen, I'm glad you just said that. Hey, but look though, Herb was one of that. Let's go back to law. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to, advocate for myself. Oh, the studio down there. That's cool. You ain't even getting. Have you listened to him? Have you did? You know what I'm saying? All right, so me, but you should listen to Herb. No, I don't like Herb, bro. I listen to Bibby. I can't hear Herb. That was me. I swear to God, like, why y'all? So look, one time I just listened to him. You know what I'm saying? In college, party, we had a good time. And I was just like, all right, boy, I'm about to listen to Herb. And I was just listening to him. And I forget, but I think it was Man Now. Man. But I was just listening like.
He a storyteller too.
Then I went back and I just started listening to different things like, but not as bang bangers like on the album like the Wilt Chamberlain and he got something that's gonna bang. But I'm talking about them songs when he talking like, and I'm like, bro,
he one of the ones. He was really there when he talked about that. And I'm like, oh, so as you listen, was there. And when you listen to them lyrics, it's like, okay, but you can see some of the generation that listen, they just on the surface of the song, and that's either the clothes that you might just see the clothes, the beat, and the jury maybe. Like I feel like, and then you might hear the chorus, and it's as you grow though, like these. You younger, you more impressionable. So it's like, I'm young boy. Like you said, they take on like that lifestyle. Like they take it on because they young. That's what it is. People ain't even found themselves yet. And they find themselves through the music. Well, it can be good or bad for real. Like it can be good or bad.
That's why I like how Herb and I could say Lil Baby, how they was in them situations and then you could see their music transform. And then to today, like how they just talking about how they got this and that. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying, how they got this and that. But then like you go to like a yearly rapper, I don't even know who to bring up for real. Blueface, like what? Like
somebody who might be in and out.
Or not. Because he don't know how to
transform. Ain't no backstory.
The content ain't got no look, Cole. Hey, Cole, but like, if you listen to KOD. Before you even listen to the album, the title of the album already got you like, all right, yeah, this is something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kids on drugs. Or it got three different.
It was like three different meanings.
It was three different. Yeah, I forgot. Some overdose. Kings. It was like
something crazy,
but it was already like, yeah, I can tell, and when I hear Cole, I can tell he's long term. He's because it look ahead, And like when you hear Blueface or
Just talking about
it
right
feel like
now
right
in
now,
the room.
it's
Like
trending.
they rapping about the chain they got on right
now.
the girl that's on the couch right now, the drink that's in the booth with them right now, and that's it.
And that's what they doing to the younger ones. It's like you living in the moment, bro. And I promise you, that's when they saying you gonna make that decision that ain't.
And hear me out. If you doing that, do that. It's the problem. The beef that I have is when people fake it, like the ones that never did nothing and get on and paint that image, and they got millions of followers. Like you paint this image of people of something that you never did, and you got people following you. Like you deliberately lying. You lying.
Cause like we said,
you lying.
He said you lying. Dude.
Nah, but real.
And artists got a responsibility. But that's the thing. It's the people that fake. You can come out and say, I'm not no role model. And do all the ratchet shit you want. Excuse my language. But that's cool because you let everybody know that's what you doing. But it's the people that try to do this fake. It's the people that try to do the fake righteous stuff where they say this, they do that, and they be like, oh, don't do what I do. Afterwards, when they get confronted about it, like,
and Herb do too. Like they like you should go to school, stay in school.
But them, they telling their lives. That's what I mean. Like the people that never did that, they get on and talk about it. They'll rap about it, never did it, and then after you hear the song, after you see an interview, then they come out and say, don't live like that. After Herbo and them is in a different category because they got real people, Baby and them, they got real people that vouch and confirm all them stories. Like they got real people around. Like Lil Baby's sister said, like he was gone and came back with 100 G's straight cash. We ain't seen for like a couple days, and he just came back with all this money. Yeah, like and Herbo, all the people vouch for him, and Young Boy, all the people vouch for him.
So we talk a lot about the younger ones, and you got to have a certain level of thinking or a certain better understanding of what to listen for and why you like that music versus just kind of just being pulled in psychologically or by persuasion. Just you don't even know what you're doing. Now, I used to hear people say, "But why you wearing that? You don't even know what that say." Or why you listening? You don't even. Or why you saying that? And I ain't. Sometimes I used to know lyrics and I didn't know what I was saying.
Right.
So it's just like I guess we got to give them time to grow, but that goes into the school systems and the people in position to teach. But what artists y'all feel like teach education and wealth and with them type of backgrounds? Like, cause I know what Austin, cause me and Wayno, I feel like we kind of got similar
music selection.
Yeah, music selection.
Yeah.
But AC really like. He helped me see so, and I want to go into that with some respect on his name. But like when I first started listening to Nipsey, at this time I'm mature, so I don't just listen to all he read because he ain't. I'm literally listening to the music. And I was listening to him. I'm already painting a picture in my head like he was going to do that, I kind of seen no cover for the first time. I just seen character. I didn't see.
No fake.
I just seen character though. It was like a man in a suit can be standing next to Nipsey and a Puma jumpsuit and chains. But what I was hearing, he made me see both of these characters. Regardless of if he got a, you know what I'm saying, billionaire come from here and from here, mud made from here. I'm just looking at character like, and I was listening to him like. And so then I got to looking at everything else centered around his career and his impact. And I was listening. And then when I was talking to Austin, he referred me like, you heard that, Ross? Now that's another one. I'm like, bro, Ross. And he teaching, and I heard listening, he kind of teaching well for real. And then I love Hov because I play OJ story over and over and over, and I'm like, not a lot of people can get in the booth and say that stuff. Like you can't. Boy. And I'll be like, why you? Jay-Z, I'm growing up, bro. I'm 18, like, man, listen, cut on that chief. You talking about Jay-Z. then I get in life and I'm like, nah, cut that Jay-Z off. He talking. Because I'm got the key. Yeah, like, and you gonna see all these cats get older then it's cool. NBA is cool. I'm telling you, that's cool. I'm not knocking that, but I'm saying when they hit life, them selections gonna change because you gonna start to, when you listen to all that, it ain't even, because you ain't out there and you ain't doing that. You ain't in there.
I mean, they got a word for it. It's a genre of music. It's called conscious rap.
conscious.
Yeah, I mean, Meek, I feel like he do both. He yell and he got the lyrics
Meek-
to back it up too.
Meek I feel like he a middle child too. I don't for
He
some
is.
reason.
No, that's the
He
perfect
definitely
thing.
Because
Him and Cole is in that,
and I can. It's
they
like
in that,
whoa,
they in that Big Brother.
He in it running with Jay-Z, but then he plays another Big Brother. Cole do the same thing, and I rock with him because of their character. I know if Cole texts me now, like, hey, bro, meet me, I'm coming, because I know it's some real cool. It's certain rappers like, I ain't kicking with you. I don't know what you on for real.
It's niggas I will never.
But
kick.
yeah,
Cole, definitely
kicking. And I mean that not even in some just I'm trying to party, just in some leadership type, you know.
Yeah, that's even besides artists. That's how I ain't
gotta worry about it.
You on some other? I'm not kicking. Jay-Z talked that, and he tell you like how he did it, what he went through, or whatever. Nipsey literally will give step by step on how you can do it yourself. Like he was actually teaching all the way. Like
What'd he say? 100 copies.
Well, he did
1,000.
he did 100 copies for 1,000, and Jay-Z bought 10 of them. But like everything with every move that he made, that was one of the first times where he did something, and people asked like, "What made you want to do that?" And he started talking about books he read. He read it in a book called Contagious.
I got that. I just started.
Yep.
They don't read either.
I
Finished
Younger generation, young.
I can finish.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm on the first chapter.
As a generation, we have to read. I have to say that in that tone. We gotta read
as black people.
as black men.
Black men, yeah.
Read, bro. It's crazy because it's like stuff that's hard.
When I went to
ain't
college, I had an administrator. Like we got cool with him. Me and my teammates got cool with him like ASAP because we was walking past going to our advisor and we seen him, bro, got dreads down his back. So we went in there, like, just started chopping up with him. But he had told us one time, like, it's a saying that says if you don't want black people to find nothing out, put it in the book.
Because they ain't gonna read.
That's a major thing that
And
people be saying.
like,
I'll be like, that's
That's
disrespectful.
mad.
That's
That's
disrespectful. But where's the lie? It's very like to at first you be like you be like, damn, that's messed up. But you be like, all the stuff is in the books. It's there. It is there.
And I usually like to stay on the positive end of it and say like we got hella black people that's doing what they need to do, reading, affecting, giving back, blah 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 blah. But at the same time, we need more. Like it just needs to be more. It needs to be more of.
I read a book. It's right there, matter of fact.
Now hold up, let me go. We're not gonna just do the black people.
Yeah,
if you want to hide it from black, if you want to hide it from anybody that don't want to know, just put it in the book. Cause it's dumb people every race. We gonna
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
that's why I was straying on the word character.
Yeah,
that's why I told you Nipsey was. That's what I was saying, bro. I ain't go that far into it, but yeah, it ain't ethnicity, background, where you come from, demographics. I don't care. It's your character that gotta get judged. But I was just gonna say, like, I read this book by Les Brown. It was one of the first books I completed, but bro, he made it in 1994. Right. Then that's when I knew, like, yeah, we gotta read, bro, because. That's years ago. It ain't far, but it's like, and it's.
You said 94?
It's 94.
We wasn't even here.
I wasn't even here. We wasn't even here, and I'm like, bro.
Next year, I was here, but
he talking about right now. Like, he talking about it still ain't got back.
2019.
Bro, I graduated from third. I left third grade in 2013. And when I was there, you know what I'm saying, you could see where we were supposed to be. Some of us was a little woker where you could see like, man, I know I should know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? I went there and it was seniors, you know what I'm saying? I talked to a whole bunch of seniors and, you know, the first question I asked was, how many of y'all applied to college? And none of them raised their hand. Not blaming nobody. This ain't blame. This stating facts of what was said. And I'm like, so what y'all gonna do in the spring? Like, what y'all gonna, how none of y'all, it felt like, because I felt like our senior year, or y'all senior year, we knew like we was going to school. We had some type of a one in our head, like at least senior year, you was like, all right, I know I gotta get in college, like,
Right.
or something gotta shake. You know what I'm saying? It was no.
Even me getting in school was late. Even me getting in school was way later than like from what I know now. It's way too late. Like,
oh man, mine
way
was.
too
But
late.
what I'm saying is, my point, but it's like we kind of went back. That's all. Like I was like, oh.
I don't even think it's that we went back, bro. I think them kids that you went to see was on the same thing we was on, bro. I think you a young man and you at a point where you realize the importance of it, and now you want to give it back, and they not receiving it, so it feels worse. But like, if we get up, cause listen,
when they get clarified, I'm always good at man. That was my intentions.
Cause how many old heads we sound like old heads right now, like talking down on the youth.
dude, like
So will we not listen to us?
Nah, definitely listen, cause
I'm saying
There wasn't a lot of young black men doing
would
this.
your
though.
17-year-old self listen to your 24 right now?
I feel like he would, because I never had no older, like no person
You
that
ain't
graduated from
because
high
it's
school.
envy. It's
Just
competitive.
trying to get me to do something.
or it's just they don't know.
yeah.
Like
We
they don't
can't.
know. Like,
I hate
like,
it.
and that's what you don't. I don't like. It sounds like it's an excuse for real, but
Cause we in them shoes. We're different.
Yeah, like,
we're different.
I'm listening to myself. I am.
I want to. I hope I do. I don't know, so I'm not gonna answer it. But I don't know.
I ain't gonna. We had plenty. I remember sitting in rooms with the speaker. He like, if y'all don't do this,
It wasn't
it's gonna be
relatable.
that.
It
If
wasn't
y'all don't do-
relatable though.
Yeah, and that's what it like. We couldn't relate, or it's like, don't talk down to
Yeah.
us. Like,
Yeah,
we
like,
are younger. You are grown. You are successful.
but
but
you're
don't-
still a human being.
Yeah,
at the end of the
like,
day,
and that's how I used to be like, I'm gonna be better than you anyway. Like,
But it made me feel like I had one option, right? Because it was so much pressure and emphasis on on trying to prepare us for after high school or whatever. It was almost like, but you do know it's joy in having life, but show me the map though, like you obviously. Okay, if we brought a younger person in here right now, it wouldn't take us too long to know if we either going too far over his head or if we going too low.
Mhm.
Like, you need to spice it. You know what I'm saying? It don't take you that long. We ain't like no expertise. You know what I'm saying? If you see I'm not receiving it that way, bro, I just feel like if you in that position to be helping, you should have that experience, or you should try and really map it out to where I can understand, bro. Some of the anger that and the rage from is because we don't understand. It's not. I know they try to put that on that the black community, or especially males, like rage and all that. But it's just a lack of understanding, bro. And all we know is to put that wall up, defend, or whatever the case is.
go into survival mode. Like people be in survival mode that they can't live. Like
Man,
you so
oh
you,
my
you,
goodness.
you
You
so
shut down.
Homebody.
you so ready. You just so
Homebody.
you just so trying to survive that you like
And I
you
want
ain't
to
even
get out
thinking.
there.
You're not even thinking about everything else because you just trying
There's so
to.
much out there.
Yeah,
man.
you just trying to see tomorrow. You ain't even thinking about next month. Like
You worried about work. You worried
yeah.
about this little stuff.
Mhm.
So another conversation back to me.
I got a question for Lyle. You played. We all had his dreams. I'm gonna throw that out there. I thought I was gonna make it.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie.
I was going to the league for sure.
I am.
If you ask me,
Free.
I was going to the league
You
for
couldn't
sure.
tell Jemichael Blanton. Hey, you gotta go left. Well, I'm gonna go right, and I'm gonna get to the league, and then I'm gonna work on getting look. I understand. But look, we all had hoop dreams.
Ah, man.
Law was probably one of the first people that I seen select another talent that he felt like he had. And when I say earlier, I was like, I feel like I had one option. Like I put all my eggs on one basket. Like I would just feel like, look, you can do this. It's gonna get you. Regardless of where you go, though, somebody always kept it in my head. Regardless of where basketball take you, it can save you though. Like I used to hear that. Like I don't know if anybody else. I was like, listen, even if I do go deep three, even if I do go JUCO or chasing this basketball, look where it's pulling me through. Like yanking me through school. Basketball was just yanking me through places, and I'm associate's degree, bachelor's degree, you know what I'm saying? Back in higher ed, working, coaching. It's just pulling me through me in network. And I'm like, so I did want to go to the league, but I'm not mad at how it turned out.
Yeah.
People be looking at me like, bro, you really? I was just giving a speech at Miami Valley CTC, the Adult Career Center, and I seen people I know, and they like, how you learn how to talk? Crazy thing is, I was up there sweating a little bit, and it was just good. And now I'm trying to position how to stand in front of them. I'm not thinking they looking at me though, cause I'm really like, bro, and they all laughing though, like, as soon as I heard them laugh, got straight to it. And it was cool, but it was like, dang, people really think what we, scared of is really not nothing. It's just in your head. But Law was one of the first ones I seen pick another one of his talents, and so kind of like, what was that transition for you? Like, cause I felt like if we tried to rap or if we tried to like draw, cause Austin another one, but like, I don't know, man, it was just one way or the highway. So how was that for you? What year did you?
That's the thing. Like, people do not know for real. Like,
I don't know.
Me and Bob was making like 7th grade. Demond, Young Money, Lil Money, that rapping is Lil Money. He was at my school. He made 8th grade, our 8th grade year. He downloaded FL Studio on our school computer every day because it would delete every day we left. He would download that stuff every day and make a song. Like, he might not finish the song, but he gonna download it tomorrow and finish it. I'm like, how you do that? How you download it? I didn't have a computer, so I downloaded on Bobby's computer at his house and started making beats in 8th grade. I knew how I was a better beat maker than Bobby. But I didn't have a computer. Bobby made the beat everywhere. Rewind music.
You wasn't better than Bobby.
I swear. Ask him. Okay. It's great.
Nice.
That was 8th grade, so he was in 6th grade. I didn't have a computer at my house. So back when basketball season came, I wasn't going over there that much, and he just took off with the beats, got crazy, and I started writing raps like freshman year in high school. Like, I was writing raps at CJ, I was writing raps at Thurgood. I had songs recorded at Thurgood. I recorded my first couple.
Why you
songs.
feel like you couldn't?
I didn't take it serious, like, cause we was like. All our songs,
crazy,
like,
I would know this.
we would get in the booth.
I did not know this.
We got a microphone that cost $1 from the flea market. This weak software that we just found on the internet and was making songs. Like, the window, y'all see the window there, we had the mic cord hanging down from the thing there. And we was just making like parody songs, like making fun of Rick Ross and 2 Chainz and anybody, Lil Wayne, yeah. And then my cousin like, bro, make a real song or whatever.
Bro, I remember this though, because I used to always joke with bro. I used to always tell him like, bro, you need to rap for real, because that was when you was young.
I did
Xbox.
that. I did the before young Xbox. Like, that was so much of a just playing around thing. Because young Xbox.
It was definitely,
that was never my serious.
Playing,
that was never my no real name or whatever. Like, I'm like,
somebody told me to do rap, and I just looked at you different since that day, bro.
You feel me?
It was like it put another identity on you, but it was like, okay, I'm already going into it with where I'm a product of where I'm from. I'm not gonna lie. So at this time, I'm a judgmental type dude. I was the type dude that if you just look, okay, put it like this: if I watch Lawrence Fishburne whoop Tina Turner in that movie, then when I see Larry Fishburne in real life,
I'm not fooling with you.
I ain't fooling with you, bro.
That's like if you see little what's bro on Power?
Tariq.
Bro, if I see Tariq, like, bro, I'm drop kicking him. Like, drop kicking. First of all, you need a whooping,
bro. Crazy, like
people be at his neck.
On
his real Instagram.
Clowning, bro.
Bro, never.
But I already had this judgment. I already had this identity put on you, and it was like, you can't switch. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing why you can't, cause honestly, bro, for real, whole time I'm at home low key, like doing different stuff, but I ain't feeling comfortable for real. But I'm in the shower one time, like, huh? But Hey, but look though.
He hit a note.
But that's what I'm saying though. Jemichael can't do that. Or, you know what I'm saying? You are. I'm just saying.
Like people really like. I had a song like when we played at Graham. I'll never forget this. Y'all sophomore year when we played at Graham.
I remember.
My mom was trying her best to make me play a song for Coach Haas and them, and I wouldn't do it. Like I'm like, I ain't playing that for them. Like
For real?
yeah, I'm like, I ain't telling no,
Like,
because I didn't want nobody
or something.
in the stands while they like before while JB was playing. We in the stands or whatever.
You was there.
We in the stands, and she said she was over there talking to
You
him
wasn't
or whatever.
playing?
Not yet.
And now he didn't transfer, right?
No, I was there. I'm saying
JB
was
was
at
playing.
Graham. JB was
Graham.
playing.
Yeah, so we was sitting down.
Oh, yeah.
Varsity was about to play next. So I see her and she like, come over here, and I go over there. Coach Hans like, yeah, play that. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah. And I just after that I was really like, oh, I ain't telling nobody. Like I ain't telling nobody I rap over there. So I got the Wilmington. And I'm hooping or whatever. But the crazy thing that summer before college, my freshman year, I dislocated this shoulder. Got the Wilmington, did it again. Then the second year I did this one. And I'm like, I broke my toe. I had a concussion. Like, I'm like, bro, this ain't it. Like, I'm getting real life hurt out here. Like, this is crazy. Like,
It's crazy though. I ain't gonna cut y'all. This is a smaller avenue. It's crazy because you look at players and stuff. Because we all have hoop dreams. You look at these players. Man, I'll be looking at like Westbrook and Derrick Rose. Even Derrick Rose now, like when he do his moves, Kyrie, bruh. I know we do see people get hurt, but they've up until this point, they've played a lot of basketball at a quick speed, high level. And they do not tweak ankles like on the regular. They don't just dislocate. Bro, I got hit where Wayno popped mine back in place at the Y, bro. Got hit and it fell out. But I lost my noodle. I'm talking about, I'm in there like, because and you see it,
you
man.
can see, like mine, I had like a little hole. Like,
It was like a little separation.
Yeah, like
I said,
bro, I was all the way in Xenia when I did it the first time with Scott McLeod and Cam Pace.
Shout out to
And
Scott.
I was in the car with Cam Pace, bro.
Shout out my
Hey, leave cuz alone.
No, we been doing that.
I was out there with
That's
him,
my
bro.
bro.
And I'm like, I was really writing raps at Wilmington because I'm in Wilmington, Ohio. Like, it's nothing there.
So you probably just seen.
It's nothing there. I'm either hooping, eating, or in my bed, writing or whatever. And Meek Mill did that. Lil Snoop, that song right there. And I wrote some crazy. This song that I never even got to record it.
For real?
But I wrote a song after that was on that type of feel because I'm like, this song crazy.
This pop.
Yeah, like
the heat.
So I'm
man.
ask real briefly, but just answer briefly. You ain't got to go into a full conversation about your top 3 artists of all time.
Favorite or who I think is the best. Because I think those are two different.
We gotta go with favorite. We gotta make.
I want to say
Why
best.
though?
Because in basketball, Kobe is my favorite player of all time.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say Jordan.
Okay.
Of all time.
I would say best.
Best to me at rapping, Jay-Z is the number 1. He Michael Jordan.
Okay.
To me. After him, it was short, but what he did as far as rapping, niggas not rapping like that. Biggie.
Okay.
I didn't know who he was gonna come with.
And
You almost got it.
I'm putting Cole right there.
Okay.
Always right.
Cause I don't know who can he rapping circles around everybody. And then he just showed us this year, any lane you want to pick, let's get it. And I'm a smoke.
That's real. That's real.
He just did it this whole
real.
year. He said, "What's up?"
He showed
Who
it.
he do? Moneybag, 21.
We killed 20.
He on there with Young Nudie. Did the baby like what y'all want to do? He got Miguel songs. He got.
That's real. That's real. Bro really showed he versatile with it.
He definitely versatile.
Yeah,
He
them three, though.
relatable in
Them
your
three,
knowledge.
yeah.
And your
for sure.
For me, I'm gonna have to go Nas. I think Illmatic is the best rap album of all time. All time. Like, hands down. So I'm gonna go Nas. I'm gonna go with Wayne. I think Wayne, like, wordplay wise, is just like
Metaphorically.
like just
Different.
word, like metaphor, double entendres, similes, whatever you want to. He got them all. Whatever we learned in English class, phonics, he got all of that. Like wordplay, he might not be the most conscious rapper as far as like giving out game and, you know, like Jay-Z level, but as far as rap, can't, like, that's what it is. I'm gonna have to put Wayne first. No, I'm gonna keep Wayne behind Nas. Keep Wayne behind Nas. And third,
Be tough for real.
They do.
yeah,
It'll be tough.
Cause you gotta pick somebody that's kind of like now, for real,
somebody from this era.
low key. Jay-Z's still in the game, but he, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of get somebody.
Nah, I can't. I don't know. I'll have to go with. I think Cole has, like, he has done it to the point where he did it in an undeniable way. No cosign, first album platinum, no features. Like, he continued to, like, he went against the grain. Whatever was popular at the time, that was not what Cole was doing, and it went platinum. What's popular now, I'm going to show you that I can do that too, and I'm going to get a #1 single with Middle Child. Like, this ain't even my lane, but I'm going to show you that I can do it with two rappers that ain't from my style of rap. Like how Law said, like, everything he has done has been J. Cole.
Yeah, I think he get the LeBron treatment on the, okay, he the best, but okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Like he doing it, he been snapping for so long from the beginning. Like, even Lil Wayne had a slow start as far as rapping goes. He wasn't that nice at first.
Definitely.
But he was young. He was 15 or whatever, so I give him that. But soon as I heard J. Cole my freshman year, I'm like, because I was in Indiana.
Who that?
Oh, that's what it was. I was on Sirius. We had a satellite
Bumping him though.
radio in the rental on the AAU turner. I'm like, who the hell is this?
Then he made
I got back to the crib like, J. Cole. That's my nigga ever since.
He had that banger, man. It was a singing low key like a but
I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne first.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go with Biggie. Then I'm gonna go with Pac. I have to go with Pac just because I grew up listening to the man. Like,
okay,
Pac has a different mind to me as far as he wanted help and he wanted, but he want to also do that too and do that. So I think
if he didn't die, I think he would have stopped rapping and would have been like.
It was in his blood.
He would have been that.
Blood.
That's what I'm saying. He would have been.
He did a lot.
He would have. I think he would have stopped rapping for real eventually and became just that man. Like, this is what the leader, like the leader. And I think that was a part.
I just recently made a post about that. Like, all of our black activist leaders got killed.
It's not a
coincidence. Imagine if they were still here. Like, right now, we don't have nobody to rally behind as far as. But he's not even taking that role. I was gonna say he's not taking that role.
But he is. We shouldn't put. He getting pushed into that.
He getting pushed.
LeBron not.
Let
LeBron be LeBron.
He ain't done doing what he's doing though.
Yeah.
Now, he might done doing what he's doing.
He might work. I think if he do, it still feel forced. Like, it don't never look like it was in. It's like from our community, when you do it, you entitled, bruh. And I know that it should be genuine. Don't get me wrong. But when you make it entitled and then you start to and do, like, I hear people all the time, like, man, bro, should make his shoes. You should
100.
and then, like you said, like we got our own perspective on our own city. Then we make it now. We do it right now. You got 100 bands right now, and they putting it in Google and there, and people looking at it like, oh, you know, Law, he made it. Yeah. He hooped at third, you know. It already get kind of different, and you know, I always put myself in that shoe before I at least try to understand. Like, wait, because you'll be surprised, bro.
It's like they pushing. I don't know how y'all feel about Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
they forcing that. Honestly, this is me. I feel like they forcing that because he wasn't that from the get-go. Tupac was that from the jump. Nipsey was that from the jump. Like, you don't just grow. You don't just a light don't just boom and you be like, that's different.
I ain't never looked at
I don't know about that.
No, I'm saying people can grow and change. Yeah, but that was never in his character at all. Like,
the way they can hit the platform behind that, and I've never no books, no.
He don't even talk.
Every time I see something with Nipsey, they got footage from
way
footage
back.
of Nipsey, and I'm like, bro, is he even?
You got it's footage of him with no
Kaepernick.
braids.
If you go back to Kaepernick, bro, he probably in college.
Just being him though, being himself. After that,
no disrespect to the movement, but just being.
I support the movement.
I mean, now that you said something, I see it. But I looked at it more of a professional level. Him doing that.
I think, that's a great point that he just pulled out. Pac and Nip let it be known that they're speaking for the underdog. They're speaking for what's not right. They're speaking for change for their people. I think that even speaks more volumes to Colin Kaepernick, who comes from never glorifying that to seeing how bad it is in the world right now and saying, like, at that point, he was the quarterback of a top 3 team in the NFL and saying,
this ain't it.
This is not it. Like, this man hasn't played in 3 years of football. Like, I think that speaks even more volumes to him to say, I don't even come from representing what black folk have been going through, but now it's bad.
Right.
It's bad now.
He haven't even said that.
But at the same time,
he haven't even said that.
Not to take it spiritual,
and that's his downfall. Because once he got the platform, he didn't speak on it.
Yeah, like he don't take questions about it. He haven't done no Instagram. He can pull up his own phone and go on Instagram Live and do a live and say, "This is what I'm standing on." We low key guessing.
Yeah,
we know that he's against police brutality, and that's what he was kneeling for. Mm-hmm. After that, he not talking like. Nipsey would have been on.
He still got an afro.
Nipsey would have, and that's what made me look at him funny. Like he didn't start wearing the afro
till after he started kneeling,
and not start feeling like he playing with us. That like not us. But black people go like people.
But when they get that higher, when they get to the,
and he got money behind it. Like he just wore the Kunta Kinte shirt to the workout.
That's extra. That's being
like
extra.
that was going too. You trying too hard, like.
But that's why I say when you woke, that's you claim to be woke versus
that ain't
not
woke.
Being
people see
I'm saying us and the audience though. Yeah. And you looking at it like
it's like he would the Kunta Kinte.
His lack of talking is the
only thing
have this conversation because he's not. Once he got the platform, the world was looking at him when he started kneeling.
He could have said some more like
he could have.
This is what I mean.
He could have used his voice at that point.
So what does that mean though? That's all I'm saying because and this is authentic. We don't do no just literally say this. And so I hear that point, and then I hear your point, and my direction already like boom boom boom. So I'm just looking at it now. Even when we leave from here, I'm looking at it now. So do I like it? Do I like it or do I don't? And the reason why I'm being 100, why I don't know. Why I really don't know is because I always try to put myself in that position. Right. I put myself in that position right now, like he just said. And now he's standing up for something huge. Now, you know how social media is. Say he is answering questions, or say he is going too far. Say he do say something, or But no, regardless if he did or if he didn't, I guarantee you somebody is sitting here criticizing still the same way. Regardless if LeBron took the last shot and missed it or if he kicked it to him. I've been peeping that regardless because they tell you like, bro, if they rocking with you, if they not, just work on what you need to work on. I used to, because you be nervous in the game shooting now or you be nervous to like, bro, you could turn the ball over because even if you was averaging 40 and you missed that game winner steal, guess who's gonna be talking? Like, it don't matter for you gonna get it or you ain't.
I didn't take that as serious as it really is. Like, people gonna talk whether you do good or not.
But he gets Cap gets the same kickback, the same flack like as J. Cole, because J. Cole spit a whole bunch of conscious rap, but outside of rapping he don't talk. He go into hiding. Like,
but he had interviews and stuff where he speaks delivered like straight to.
And in his documentary, he said the reason that he's doing the documentary is because he knows he goes into hiding and he knows he don't use his voice. So now he's trying to make an effort.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Think he don't know how? You think Cap maybe don't?
It's just their character. They're cool with doing their protests, saying their piece, and going home. But the way that the world is now,
so we making them.
That's where it started at. That's where it started at. You can't force nobody into the activist role.
And that's what I'm saying though. Like, if they make it, if you make it now, he in the league. Law make it now, you make it now. Like, you, I feel like he ain't even say nothing about Dayton. You in the crowd, he ain't even say nothing about Dayton. He just he's like, all right,
you got somebody saying that over here
already. Like, this man done. This man then, years later, he finally built a school for
about time.
And then you got a younger somebody coming up like, that's law. Daddy, that's what they teaching about in school. But Daddy went to school like, man, he ain't do nothing. It's already, it's so much.
It's gonna be negative.
So it's like,
it's gonna be negative. It's gonna be
let the positive shine on the positive. Let the negative shine on the negative.
I mess with Cap. That was one of my favorite players for real. My uncle loves 49ers type. But I'm like, I'm not just gonna take. I'm just not gonna take it straight how it's always given. I'm gonna make sure I know before I make a judgment.
I never look at it like
and
that.
I start looking. I start seeing stuff, and it start looking funny. Like, it start looking funny to me. Like, that don't certain stuff stop adding up. Certain stuff stop adding up to me, and I'm like, okay, red is red, blue is blue, and that don't look right. Like that. Like, that don't look like that ain't looking right. Like, this ain't.
The way it came about was different for sure, and you definitely you questioned it. I didn't. I seen it as like, this is a good movement. I'm getting
and it is. I mess with the whole message of
closing out. Y'all know the topic. You know how we relate to your favorite music artists. That leading into different genres and different artists who from different places and their impact. And so we kind of talked about how you should listen to it maybe, or what you should take from it, or just being conscious, period, or aware of what are they really saying. You know what I mean? Glad my brother Rewindlaw was able to come through.
Appreciate y'all, man.
It was a nice conversation. Hope y'all can get something out of it. You know how we got to end it. We can start with Wayno or Law.
Hey, keeping your thoughts and your emotions bottled up is only gonna weigh you down, so just express it.
Man, no matter what's going on out here, be true to yourself and keep it real. Stop lying. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to those around you. Just keep it real. You're gonna feel better and express it, man.
You know he a rapper. That boy just freestyled on me one time.
He just really man.
It's love. It's Rewind. It's love. I know a lot more now, nigga.